Sienna, my daughter, she loves, like, when it's game day, she knows it's game day. She's rocking her jersey. Early in the morning, she's like, it's game day, it's game day, it's game day. Like,
Blitz.
Yeah, like she's rocking. Like, is your daughter like way?
The same way, excited. She put on a little cheerleading dress and whatnot. And touchdown, daddy. That's how she says.
Let's go.
So that's awesome.
Come join Danger Talk with Daniel and I. We're having a lot of fun talking about the Hawks' life and more. Can't wait for it. It'll be a great season. Let's go.
Russ takes the shotgun snap, looks, throws inside, ball is caught, is into the end zone, Seahawks win, touchdown, Seahawks! Jacob Hollister, his second score, and the Seahawks win in dramatic fashion in overtime here at CenturyLink Field.
Danger Talk, Season 3, Episode 9. I'm your co-host, Daniel Mogg. Russ, we're on Episode 9.
Episode 9, we are rolling right now.
Moving to Week 10
we're rolling.
Of the season.
And we got 2-star guests we're excited about. So it's an exciting day.
Jacob Hollister, Jaron Brown, first time on Danger Talk. Thank you guys for stopping by. And man, what a game.
It was crazy. It was wild. When Hollister scores, first of all, the place goes crazy.
Right.
You know, the place goes crazy. I run over there, and I'm about to dive on him, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna ease on him. I was already sore enough. Yeah. But it was just cool, and then him having the pose, sitting up on top, a famous picture. I'm gonna love that picture forever.
Especially,
so that was pretty cool.
Did you guys, without giving away too much, just kind of walk just the play through your eyes?
Yeah. Well, what do you want to know?
I want to know how did it go?
What the play call was on it?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, we don't too much now.
So basically we were in a 3-by-1 formation. It was man-to-man. Guys can't cover Hollister man-to-man. They have trouble covering any of our guys man-to-man just because they're so quick. And sure enough, he does a good job, squaring them up and just leaving them. And it was one hole, which basically, for the viewers, there's a defender there kind of just spying me, watching me. We sent Chris Carson in the flat, which if he's open, I'll take it, whatever. But I believe it was Levante David. I think he took Chris Carson, and the next thing you know, Hollister, sped across the field, and just, and as I'm dropping back, I'm like, oh, there it is, boom. And that's like the best feeling, when you know you're open, and you get open, and I think those feelings, we had one in the Browns game with me and JB when it was cover zero look, and I end up changing the play, whatever, boom, 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 and it's like, here it is, and just all you do is get the ball off, and I know they're going to catch it. So those moments, I think it's like, you play baseball, so when you hit the ball, when you square it up, and you don't even feel it, you just know the ball's gone. Those are kind of the moments that you love, and that's why you play the game.
Dan, how about you, Jake? Through your eyes, kind of what was?
Yeah, I feel like, just like he said, I feel like it was one of those moments where I knew it was man-to-man, so I knew if I beat him, there was a really high chance I was getting the ball. So it was like I broke, and I knew I was going to be open, and I felt like everything kind of slows down from there, and I'm like, all right, here it comes. And he threw a great ball for me, so. Yeah, it was crazy, but after that, it kind of just blacked out. It was great. It was nuts.
Whose idea is to lift you up there?
I think Russ said it.
Lift
him up. I was like, no.
had to, man. It was an epic moment.
I was like, man, come on.
That was really cool.
The photo, I think you took the photo. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, Demo was jumping on me.
Yeah, that was nice.
I think Big Fluke got in the pile, too.
Yeah, Fluke
once Fluke got in there, I was like, okay, slow to get out of here.
But yeah, man, that was crazy. That was a good time.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Now, that was also the Seahawks Salute to Service game. And JB, I know you're doing a lot with our military community here in Seattle.
Yeah, I want to know more about this, because I hear that you're doing some really cool stuff. So
basically Tyler Lockett and I, we decided to come up with this shirt design for Veterans Day, and we wanted to incorporate, of course, Seattle Seahawks with it. And basically we teamed up with United Heroes League, which is a nonprofit organization geared towards keeping military families active in the community. And the proceeds go towards that organization. Me being a military brat, I felt touched by it because I can remember moving from city to city, whatnot, and all these different communities, and almost feeling kind of alienated. And I remember MWR, they would come, they'll show us the Harlem Globetrotters, different athletes, and sitting there one day, I'm like, wow, I could be there one day. 7 years in the NFL later, worked out for me.
So tell me about your family. So who was in the military for your family?
My dad and my uncle. My dad served 20 years Navy. My uncle, 20, I might botch it, 24 years.
A lot of years.
Yeah, a lot of years, 20 plus years.
Your dad just has crazy stories of that.
So yeah, it's awesome, and you know, he was deployed twice, 6 months, 9 months at a time. So just kind of remembering that, and you know, me being able to shed light to them and showing them, you know, they can dream big, hard work, dedication.
Yeah. What did your dad do in the Navy?
So he was a petty officer, RP1. So it was just kind of day-to-day operations on the ship, and his ship was mainly based out of San Diego, California.
Okay. Did you grow up in San Diego?
A little bit, yeah. From all over. You know, I was born in Puerto Rico.
You
I
got
Puerto
a crazy story.
People be like, what?
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rico. So, you know, I lived various places. Italy, stationed in Virginia Beach, and you know, before they finally retired and ended up in South Carolina. So, yeah, it's quite a
How long did you live in Italy for?
About 3 years.
3 years?
No, don't ask me to speak in it. I don't remember much from it.
How young were you then?
I was probably like 3 or 4 when I moved from there.
Cool.
And then I went to Virginia Beach, stayed there for like 4 years, then out to Cali for another 6 years, and then back to Virginia. So
I'm from Virginia, so we used to see the military all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and I had some family in the military and stuff like that. So Virginia, Virginia Beach area is really strong there.
Is it?
Military, and then so I have a great appreciation for the military too. And then, you know, even Sierra, her dad was actually. He actually served too as well. So
I didn't know
he was, he traveled all around the world. So Sierra was constantly moving. Her mom was actually in the Air Force too. So they constantly moved around, around the world. So she actually lived in Germany at one point.
Right.
I think it's cool because even though when you're young like that and you have to move around, you know, you're very culturally aware.
Yeah.
And one of the things I noticed about you, JB, you're very good with people. You know, and Sierra's the same way. Like she's very good with people, and I think that's very interesting to see about. Kids as they grow up, even though they have this difficulty of, okay, is dad going to come home? Is mom going to come home? Okay, where are we going next? I think in the end of it, when they get to 20, 25 years old and so on, they're a lot more culturally aware. I feel like, which has always been interesting. But I think what you're doing, to help support the families is critical because I think sometimes we forget about. The families too, and how it's supporting them, especially once they're done.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, really cool. So you and Tyler came up with this recently?
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure. Actually, the proceeds, like I said, is going to be on oneme.com.
OneMe.com.
WUDDNME. OneMe.com.
Okay.
So, we kind of came up with a design, and it's supposed to be like a silhouette of a soldier and whatnot.
Awesome. We're going to have to rock that, dude.
I know. And you've been doing some visits, right, around the area to different military activations and stuff.
Right. And they had the Seahawks hosted an event for Halloween. That was at the CenturyLink, and so it's been cool. Just trying to stay involved, man.
Yeah. How did you find the game of football, moving around so much, and it's not like golf where you can go anywhere and hit ball. You need guys, you need a ball, you need flat. How did you find the game?
I mean, you be honest with you, I've always been involved with it. Tell you the truth, I didn't actually start playing organized football until 8th grade. So it was kind of late. My mom was always scared to let me play, afraid I'd get hurt and whatnot. But like I said, programs like the MWR that kind of helped out, and kind of bringing that awareness and seeing those different athletes come to the community really helped out.
Yeah,
so good.
Cool. Now, Jake, you've got a fun story as well. You have a twin brother who also plays in the league. I don't feel like there's not too many twins that make it in the NFL. So how's that sharing your brother Cody, who plays for the Titans?
It was just it was honestly the craziest thing because we went to Nevada out of high school together. And then from there, so we walked on at Nevada. I was playing quarterback at the time.
Okay.
And then from there we went to JUCO. So we went to JUCO for a year together. And then we both got recruited. So I got an offer from Wyoming. Cody got an offer to Arkansas. And he actually got an offer to Wyoming too. So we're sitting there do we want to go together? And I was kind of pushing him, dude, you got to go to Arkansas. It's an SEC school. So at that point we split up. And then, we had our 3 years apart, and then we came back together. The Patriots picked both of us up together, so it was just
pretty sick.
It wasn't even a package deal. It was just they really, wanted us both separately, and it was just one of those things that was the biggest blessing ever. It was
that
awesome.
was last year, right? You were on when they
we were there 2
Bowl?
years together. Yeah, so we got that Super Bowl together, and man, it was incredible.
Did you guys live together? You just did everything?
Yeah, we were always together. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was awesome, man. I miss him.
Yeah.
He's in Nashville now, so.
He's in Nashville.
He's got to be loving Nashville.
Oh, he's loving it. Yeah, because we're both into music. He's been into music for a while too, and he's loving it out there. He's always out.
And you play a little guitar, don't you?
A little bit.
A little bit. What do you like to play?
I mean,
he's guitar, you know.
I don't know,
I
right?
don't know about that. No. It's not that level yet. But yeah, Cody's the one who like started teaching me guitar. But it's all pretty raw. Like I don't take lessons or anything. But yeah, like soul music, soul type music.
I've always wondered what it's like to have a twin, but I have an older brother.
And then on the podcast
he was last week.
Yep.
Shout out to Harry, and then I have a sister who plays basketball. But I've always wondered, having a twin brother or sister, that interesting dynamic and how they grow up together. And so, what was that like? I know obviously you guys were close because you guys went to school together and everything else. But in terms of even y'all's personalities, are y'all very similar, or is it drastically different?
I think you'd definitely be able to tell like a lot of differences.
Yeah.
They were really similar. So he used to be like much more introverted. Now he's kind of the one who like spoke for us all the time and like made us friends and stuff like that. And now you would never guess that. Like he's like, once he went to Arkansas, he just like kind of became his own man, and he's just like out there. He's always doing something. Like I got to tell him to chill out now. Like bro, stop like spreading yourself thin here. Like you got to chill. So yeah, he's really outgoing, fun guy, and just but we're definitely different in a lot of ways.
And it's you and your brother, and then it's your sister. I met your sister.
Yeah, she met Sierra.
Yeah, 2 days ago, two nights ago.
Got to see his first touchdown.
Yeah, and then 2 other sisters too.
So wow, so you guys are loaded. Okay, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I love big families.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince Sierra to have a big family.
Oh yeah.
You have a daughter too.
Yes,
right?
one little one for
That's like the best blessing in the world.
It's the best blessing. Nothing better. The little baby girl.
So tell us about your daughter. So tell her what does she like to do?
She's like into that ballet now. Right now, she's like really artsy. I would say.
I've been dancing. I've been seeing spinning around.
Getting some tips. But yeah, just trying to keep her active and everything, just wear out some of that energy. So just try to put her in everything, involve her in everything, and let them catch hold of whatever they're interested in.
Does she love going to like Sienna, my daughter, she loves, like, when it's game day, she knows it's game day. She's rocking her jersey. Early in the morning, she's like, it's game day, it's game day, it's game day. Like,
splits.
Yeah, like she's rocking. Like, is your daughter like way?
The same way, excited. She put on a little cheerleading dress and whatnot. Touchdown, daddy. That's how she says.
Let's go.
So
that's awesome.
I love it.
What's like been the best part, for you guys specifically, like being a father to a daughter?
Well, I think. The funny thing is when Sierra and I we didn't know if it was going to be a boy or a girl until we had like a setup thing where we opened up this box, we went to date night and everything else, and it was kind of a dark room, so I couldn't really tell what color it was. So I'm like looking, what color is that? Is that blue or is that pink? And when I realized it was pink, I was like, okay, this got real really quick. Yeah. And I think we have a daughter. When you're thinking about having a daughter, it's like, oh man, like, okay, I want to guide her, I want to help her in whatever way I possibly can, all those things. Okay, so then once it's the day of having the baby, okay, once that baby's coming and your wife's having the contractions and everything else, and okay, here it goes, Sienna's head's coming out and she's got her hair. I'm like, she's got a lot of hair, all that stuff, and I pull her out. I mean, in the instant I helped hike her out, me and Dr. Katz, we helped hike her out. Like, literally, Daniel was actually there helping, so we actually, Daniel was in the midst of it all. So as I'm like literally hiking her out of there, holding Sienna, true story, as that's going, and the draft's going on, just so you know, right behind us. But anyways, as Sienna's coming out, it's like, as the moment I touched her, it was like, I instantly got connected, and that instantaneous, it's the greatest miracle in the world, having a child. And I think the connection of the blood that you have and just the love that you have and the protection. I mean, I literally felt this hedge of protection over my daughter just as she's coming out. And I think as they grow older too, it's funny because they go through phases, especially young girls. Like it was funny because Sienna went through phases. Like she, obviously pretty quiet, growing up, boom, boom. And then once they hit that 1 year and they start talking a little bit and they start whatever, and then I'm like, I don't think she likes me too much. and then like now she's like obsessed with me. Yeah. So it's just funny. It's just like they go through phases, and I'm not excited about the teenage phase. That's gonna.
Yeah. What about you, JB? How's the experience
looking forward to that.
you?
It's the same way, like he explained it. You you feel that instant connection as soon as you're right there holding the baby. And you know, my daughter was the same way. She kind of went through her phases. Really was a mama's girl for the most part, and now I'm finding that she's really kind of developing in her own, you know, personality, having that, you know, little attitude and whatnot. It's really kind of cool to see. And you, as a father, you always want to be there to support them and protect them, and you know that's going to be something that's scary in this world that we're living in. So, but yeah, I just try to be there for her, support her, and show her what a good man is supposed to be a good example.
Yeah, amen.
Now, I know there's a lot of things you guys do as a team, but one thing I've kind of noticed this year, you guys do like your Bible studies as a team.
Yeah.
You guys are a part of it, like on Mondays, and then you have the Sunday or Saturday night chapel. Could you give our Danger Talk listeners a little like insight on what kind of how that dynamic works?
Well, it's been awesome because we started up, obviously before the game, Sunday nights, or Sundays is the game, obviously. We don't really get to go to church, unfortunately, because we got a game on Sunday. And then so Saturday nights, we've always, had, church service essentially, and different pastors come in and preach, and, and that's really, really awesome, and just the fellowship of guys getting together, praying together right before the game and everything else. That's kind of our church service. And on Sundays, I kind of always get up and watch something. But so, this year, it's kind of been on my heart for about a year and a half, really, to be honest with you, just trying to get, let's get some of the Seattle athletes together, and the pro and college athletes together, and just on Monday nights, and kind of spend time together and just worship, sing some music and jam out, and also, just praise who God is. And so it's been really cool. I mean, we started off with literally, it was like beginning of the season. This is spring actually. We started, and I told a few close, members of our team essentially, hey, let's kind of get something together, and start off with about 5-8 people. And next thing I know, it's probably about 60 plus, people, and it's just really, athletes, college and pro athletes, and significant others and stuff like that. And it's been really, really cool. Yeah. It's been a blessing just to see people come together. And I think it's one, just thanking God for what He's done in our lives and what He's doing and what He's going to do. But I think also too is just praying for our city, praying for good things to come, praying for people, trying to help people. And I think it's been really just a really cool thing. And then I think also from a sports perspective, it's just really cool to root for the women's volleyball team, and just know, hey, we're rooting for you too, and vice versa. And then rooting for the men's baseball team, and then obviously the football teams and everything else, and the basketball teams, and just fellowshipping and getting together, because when you're an athlete, to be honest with you, you're isolated. You're isolated. You're isolated in the sense that people, for whatever reason, they in a way worship you. They root for you. They worship you. They want you to, hey, go win. And if you don't win, and everything's negative, and they write about you good and bad. And so I think to have the perspective that there's other people to share this journey with, I think is really important. And it's been a really, really amazing thing for us this year, I think, and just to be able to come together and share those moments together.
And you guys have both been with other teams. Is it the same? Is it a different dynamic? Like, how's that experience been with the Seahawks then versus maybe some of the other teams you've been on?
Yeah, I feel like it's obviously different every place you go, but I think what we have going here is pretty special. I mean, like Russ was saying with the Bible study, I feel like that's a really rare thing to have, something that's really that personal, where you have people coming from. It's just a very open invitation to athletes at UW and stuff like that, where it's just a very welcoming feel, where I feel like that's, as an athlete, that's tough sometimes, especially professionally, because you have to kind of create those boundaries sometimes. But in a situation like this, where you have people coming with their families and stuff like that, it's just a great atmosphere at the end of the day. And in New England, we had stuff that was similar, but it was more kind of interpersonal with the team.
Well, I want to move to our segment, What's Hot.
We got What's Hot?
We got a few minutes left. We got a few minutes
Jacob Hollister's making plays.
I know.
JB's on this thing too. So,
And you dressing up as Jay-Z and as Beyonce. Did they give him a hard time in the meeting room? Or what
we posted it. It was
That was dope.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Whose idea was it? I don't know a lot of people were asking.
Well, Sierra and I were talking about what should we dress up as, and the fun thing was just man, we should pay homage to some couples we like, so we started naming some couples, and then we were kind of we looked at each other like, J and B, like, let's do it. So it was kind of both our idea, and then from there, in their video they actually had the Mona Lisa, and I was like, hey, we should for sure put Barack and Michelle in the background. So that was cool. So it was fun, and then the whole process of getting ready, that was hilarious. We didn't really have much time to do it. We really kind of shot it within Olu behind the camera over here, my guy, and Peels and everybody else kind of helped out, and but we kind of put it together pretty quickly. We probably shot that thing in 45 minutes to an hour, and pretty quickly. So that was fun. I know Olu was over there making backgrounds and doing all this stuff and putting all this whole thing together, and so. But it was cool, and just so I got a text from Jay.
Oh, you did?
Just saying how funny it was and how cool it was, and that we won Halloween. So,
Did you do Halloween at your house, JP?
I did, yeah. We were. You seen the movie Us? Have you guys seen the movie Us?
I've seen it.
I know it is. I didn't see it. I'm not too well with horror.
Tethered, without giving away too much of the movie. So it was dope. It was pretty cool. It was kind of scary. I think we was a little bit too much into character, but yeah.
You have fun.
Did you take your daughter trick or treating and stuff?
We did. It was so cold. Wasn't that many trick or treaters in our neighborhood. It was probably like two or three people.
Yeah.
So we had candy. We had a bunch of leftover candy.
The best is when you take your kids trick or treating and you knock on the door. And then people answer the door and they got the king size Hershey bars or whatever. It's like, okay, we're coming back.
You seen it go back?
The premier candy.
Another candy bar.
What else has he got? What else you got? That's
a little bit older, but we haven't had Danger Talks since then. The Nationals won the World Series.
Yes, that was huge.
That was a pretty epic game.
That was amazing. Watching Scherzer pitch. Watching Scherzer pitch was crazy.
Yeah.
To come back, getting guys on base, keep battling. I think that was the testament of just their team. Soto's one of my favorite players to watch hit.
Yeah.
I mean, just his body language in the box was amazing. So that was a good series. Game 7. I mean, it was real.
You watched it too, right? You said.
I watched it. Yeah, I didn't keep up too much with it, but we always watch the highlights too in the team.
Yeah, coach does a good job putting the highlights.
Does he?
Yeah.
Always.
NBA's back. So
NBA is back.
That's the guy's favorite.
Lakers are rolling pretty well. I was watching the game last night.
Yeah, it'd be my Bulls. So.
Was that your squad? The
Bulls?
Bulls?
Had a triple. Didn't Brian have a triple-double again?
Yeah.
He's been balling.
Yeah.
It's a good team, man. It's going to be legit.
And then I saw Steph Curry's out. The Warriors have changed pretty quick there. Unfortunately.
Who's been playing nasty is Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Which I've been love watching too. Watching him ball.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of ball, we got a big game coming up Monday night. How you guys feeling? What are we thinking? What's
right after this little podcast, Danger Talk, once we're done with this, we go watch some film all together. We're excited. I think obviously, where we are in our season, it's this is what it's all about. You play the game to win championships. You play the game to find a way, and we got a lot of great players, man. We got a lot of guys making plays. A lot of guys. Every week it's somebody different. Every week it's somebody who's making plays, and everybody's catching the ball. Everybody's doing their thing. The line's doing a great job of blocking, and they have a tremendous defensive line, and they're really getting to the quarterback. Bosa has been a great addition for them, and Ford over there too as well, D Ford. So they got a lot of playmakers. Obviously, the guys they've had too as well, and Buckner, Armstead, and everybody else. But it's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be a tough environment. We know that they're gonna bring all their fans. We're gonna bring ours too, and we're looking forward to it. So it's gonna be a great 4 quarters.
How do you guys not get caught up in the surrounding hype of like, oh, this game, biggest game of the year, like that kind of stuff? How do you guys just stay focused with just the task at hand?
I think the best way to do it is to prepare like a championship game every week. I know that's kind of cliche and everything else, but I think not realizing that the game is the game. There's going to be some more cameras there probably. There's going to be some Monday Night Football. You got to look forward to the Monday nights. You got to look forward to those opportunities, but it doesn't mean you got to play any different. You just got to stay focused on the task. Just stay focused on the mission. Play one play at a time, and just be really clear on each play. You could be really clear in the moment, and not get too hyped. But the game's going to naturally come. The game's going to naturally hype you up and all that. So I think throughout the week, it's all about the preparation and making sure we're on our stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we want to get you guys on your stuff, so we'll get you to your meeting. Thank you so much.
JB, tell them one more time where to go. For
OneMe.com, OneMe.com, WUDDNME, OneMe.com.
And they can purchase that shirt.
Yes.
And the proceeds go to United
Heroes League.
Yes. Okay,
absolutely. Yeah, so cool. to keep supporting us. We're really grateful for you all. Thank you guys for joining the show, obviously. This has been a fun joyride. Our fans are loving it like crazy. A lot of people are watching, so it's a cool journey to have both of you guys, to play with both of you guys. Let me say something about them real fast. I know we got to go, but since I got to know JB, since he's been on the team, there's nobody that's been more professional, more dedicated to his craft, selfless, guy who always comes up with a big play in tough moments, guy who's just high character, good family man, and just he does it the right way, truly. He's wise among his years, and I think that's been really cool. I think watching him come in from day one, it's always been that way. So I've always loved playing with you. It's been really cool, and just continue to watch you do your thing too as well. It's gonna be a great rest of the season as we go forward here. And then Jacob, for you, Hollister, I think it's been cool just seeing you come in, and you were balling in preseason on training camp and everything else. This guy was killing. I'm like, yeah, this guy's good. How did we get him? And so to have him on our team, and then him going on practice squad, I was like, dang, me and Hollister kept talking. It's like, hey, there's gonna be a time, just be ready. And sure enough, he's prepared like a champion every day. And sure enough, his name's called. And he makes plays. And so I think for the young kids who watch this too, these two guys are the epitome of what you want to be, how you want to be, and how you want to be professional. Even the college people who are watching this, guys and girls, I mean, true champions on and off the field and people. So it's an honor to play with you guys. And there's nobody, playing quarterback, you want to be able to trust the guys you play with. And these two guys I can fully trust and just know where they're going to be, know they're going to do it right. And that makes it my job easy. So these guys are the true stars up here. So, Danger Talk, we appreciate you.
Yeah,
episode 9. Dang, we're rolling here.
Send these guys off Monday Night Football. Hopefully, get a big dub.
We'll see you guys.
And
in
then
San
these
Francisco.
guys go on bye week. Any good bye week plans?
Hey, I'm going
for me.
Nashville. Okay.
Cody.
Yeah. What about you?
I might take off to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico. I'm going to Mexico too.
Mexico.
I don't know. We're going, but we're going to go to Mexico.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll let y'all know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll probably TBD, but probably be off next week, just so you Danger Talk listeners know. But we'll be back, moving on to week 11 or week 12, I guess.
Yeah.
So
something like that.
Yeah, something.
Appreciate you guys. All right, we'll see you. We're out.
See ya.
Peace.
Danger Talk, what's up? We have the extra point, a little bit of fan question time with Jaron Brown, Jacob Hollister. Thank you guys for stopping by. We got some fun fan questions today I want to go through with you guys. This one's for JB over here. Favorite touchdown dance this season? Do you guys practice your dances?
We practice probably for like 10 minutes the night before. It's crazy how
does that routine go for?
We really don't know what's going to happen. Usually with the emotions of the game, you never can kind of tell, but typically we just have, really it's David Moore and Tyler Lockett.
Okay.
Those two.
The culprits.
Yeah, those two are always coming up with something, DK and I, we usually just roll with it.
Okay. How do you know, when's the right touchdown to do it? Because you don't do it after every single touchdown. How is there a signal? How do you guys know?
It's a certain moment. Sometimes we'd be like, hey, next one, we're on. And then we're like, okay, we're on. So.
Where does the inspiration come from? Are they watching YouTube videos?
These guys, it comes from everything. Literally, some get turned down. Some don't even make it to the final cuts. Sometimes we kind of do it in front of our teammates, just kind of tease it to see a reaction. So some don't make it to final cuts.
Who did the NSYNC one?
That was definitely Tyler and Demo. Yeah.
Okay, that one was pretty good.
Tyler looked up the action moves. Demo made up some moves, but he thought of the idea.
Okay, and you had 2 touchdowns that game,
I did.
You might need another NSYNC. You might need another NSYNC one in the bag.
Need a band or something, maybe, Let's do that again.
All right, this one's for Jake. How was it scoring your first career touchdown?
It was awesome.
Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it was. First of all, I had to learn the hard way that they were doing the touchdown dances because I ran over to celebrate with them. After I think it was in the Browns game, and then they ran over to do their celebration. I was like, dang.
That's one.
But yeah, man, it was awesome. I mean, it was a good feeling just getting that first score in the regular season, and it was incredible. Especially because my sister was out and some of my friends.
Oh, your family was in town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
some
awesome.
of them. So it was incredible. Yeah.
Okay. Was your phone just blowing up?
It was blowing up. Yeah. They were excited. I mean, all the people that have kind of just been there for me along the way were just really excited for me. So it was pretty cool.
Okay. We have another. This one's a fun one for you. Does Jake Hollister wear Hollister clothing?
I used to. Sadly, I used to.
You used to, like, just because your last name?
Yeah, like
Hollister?
we just do it as a joke, and like my parents would buy me Hollister like as a joke, knowing I don't really wear it. But yeah, I used to rock some of it. I used to tell girls growing up that I owned Hollister, but it wasn't a thing.
Did it work?
It worked sometimes. I told them I'd get them gift cards.
Okay. Now you're pretty like sweat. Like you dress well. What do you like wearing? What are you wearing like these days?
I like just finding like I always go to like the local spots, so I just love finding like random clothes and kind of different stuff that you wouldn't see people wearing like on a regular basis. So I try to find like different stuff.
Have you seen Russ's Good Man brand stuff?
I haven't seen it, no.
I might have to get you some.
Oh yeah,
I have to get you some. Now you have your own clothing line.
I do.
As well, Jaron. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, wasn't me. Yes, kind of like wasn't me. Almost like paying homage to the team behind the team. We do have a website.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a little life mantra I live by.
Okay. What? It wasn't me, or?
It wasn't me. So it sounds like wasn't me. It's WUDDNME.
Okay.
Wasn't me.
Okay.
And kind of like really started way back when I was with the Arizona Cardinals. Make long story short, ended up making this ridiculous catch. A reporter asked me after the game, "Hey, how do you make this catch?" I said, "Hey, man, it wasn't me." Kind of like saying, "Hey, it wasn't me. It was God. It was my family. It was my daughter.
Okay.
So
cool.
Kind of like just paying homage to the team behind the team.
Okay. Cool. This one's pretty great. It's like, what do you guys have both played with different quarterbacks. Like, how's it playing with Russ?
It's awesome. I mean, everybody can speak for themselves, but I've been really lucky to have, obviously play for Tom
Brady.
And then come and play for Russ. So, I've been really fortunate just with the quarterbacks I've played with. And, playing with Russ is obviously incredible. And he's having MVP year, so it's been a lot of fun.
It's been fun, for sure. What about you? You've played with a couple, you were with Arizona for a
little
bit.
It's definitely fun. It's a lot of running. tell you that. It's a lot more running than I was used to. Carson, he wasn't the most agile QB, but it's fun. It's fun. I think Russ's ability to extend the plays is, second to none. So it's awesome.
How do you guys how do you stay game shape? Is it running miles? Are you running sprints? How do you guys do that during the season?
So they practice us. They work us pretty good.
Yeah, so. Just through reps, practice.
For sure. Yeah, and you gotta stay on top of the body for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because now, how is it now? We're going into week 10. Now I feel it's that it's like that grind season where you're right in the thick of it. How do you guys keep your body? Just keep the engine running.
Yeah, you just gotta stay on top of it because I feel like they actually do a really good job here, taking care of us for the most part. But you just gotta stay on top of it. Physical therapy, all that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for stopping by, answering these fan questions. Whatame. Was it whatame.com?
Whatame.com.
Okay, cool. All right. Thank you guys so much. Extra Point, Danger Talk. Thank you guys, Jake, JB.